Hello and welcome. My name is Mapleless and this is Literally Graphic. And today we're going to be dipping our metaphorical little toes into the only superhero that manages to make me feel like a crabby old fogey, namely Deadpool, and the recently collected Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe Again graphic novel trade paperback thing. A character I've never really gotten into. I was first introduced to Deadpool back when I first got into superhero comics by way of an ex who was an enthusiast of the original Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe series. The combination of not being in any way, shape, or form a follower of Marvel characters and being someone who tends to be kind of bored by violence, I felt no desire whatsoever to borrow these issues. Fast forwarding to the first movie coming out a few years ago, while I did eventually watch and generally enjoy it, though I can't really remember what happened, I again felt like a bit of a crotchety old person with all the preteens getting excited about a sweary anti-hero, and yeah, I got very crotchety about that. Of course, now with the second movie coming out this past weekend, when this video comes out, hopefully, Marvel and my library obviously wanted to recapture the magic that was the original Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe series, and I rather foolishly decided to jump back into this particular franchise midstream. An apparently reasonably proficient rehash of the original concept, I can kind of see why some people still enjoyed it, and why the more reasonable people, even those who apparently liked the original, did not. We find out all the different twists far too fast, and while I did appreciate not having to watch the slaughter of Miss Marvel, Moon Girl, and Devil Dinosaur, I did feel like if you came for the killing, there really wasn't enough of that to get anyone any sort of excited. It was very rushed. And while the hallucination element was interesting, it did set off a few of my SJW alarm bells a bit. The fact is that mental health is not only stigmatized, it can also be viewed as dangerous. Despite the fact that mentally ill people are more likely to be killed than to kill, not that every person who reads this comic will now be scared of mentally ill people who are suffering hallucinations, but reading this comic as yet another outbreak of white dude gun violence is being blamed on mental illness, it was a bit annoying, to say the least. That little rant aside, I will be trying to flesh out my view of Deadpool a bit more in the near future. Does he do more than just kill the Marvel Universe over and over and over again? And looking up his name in my library database, they do apparently have a wider selection of Deadpool-centered graphic novels than I initially thought. I don't know, I think they may have purchased some since the last movie came out, but I would love and appreciate it if anyone could, leave a comment or something, tweet at me, what have you, and let me know what you think your favorite Deadpool comic is, especially if it isn't just Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and if there's an actual, plot line, or, all the reasons why Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is actually amazing, and I'm just not cutting it short shrift. Since I do actually know some of the Marvel characters now, I may be able to appreciate him just killing them if it's done in a slightly more detailed way than this one. But yeah, not impressed. But that's almost, yeah, I'm gonna victim blame here and say that it was my own fault. Why? Why did I pick up this graphic novel? Because it was on my library's new graphic novel shelf. That's why. But such is life. We'll see you all next time. Bye. And as always, Literally Graphic is recorded on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and Anishinaabe people, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat Nation. I live here because of British colonization, Indigenous genocide, and more geographically specific, Treaty 13, also known as the Toronto Purchase, which was finalized in 1805 between representatives of the Crown and certain Mississauga peoples. This treaty was a lie and has since been broken many times over. Saying so reflects only my own small steps towards knowing the truth and does nothing for reconciliation.